Hey YouTube fans, look what we got here. Alright, I'm gonna walk over here and we got the boat power washed. We didn't do all of it. The only way to do that is to take the split top and set it somewhere over there. But for right now, I ain't got no manpower to lift that dude. But it is totally unhooked. Of course, I told you that. Anyway, power washer did really good. I just used my little bitty electric Black & Decker 1650 PSI. Hey, let me tell you what. If anybody barks at a electric power washer, they're full of it. Because I'll tell you what, just because you got to run one extra cord, okay, just one, it doesn't matter. I like it. I did have to put a barrel on this one. That'd be a female to female into the plastic because the one that came with it broke. Yep, it broke the main line. It broke this line that goes right to it. That's your main water line going in. And I did break the original gun that came with this one. This one is a aftermarket, but it does hook up. It's got the red safety on it. It's got the little pull out. So you pull that dude out and she'll loosen up a little bit. Just give her a little honky doey there and she'll come right out. Anyway, I did notice when you do have power washer, make sure you get the gasket set for this thing for the hose. That's important. Alright, now we're looking at the boat here, and I mean, I did that little dust devil. I'll tell you what, dirt devil, whatever. Actually, no, that's a Husky, and it's a 1500. Sorry, I got a friend that's got a Black & Decker or a Dirt Devil. Anyway, we got everything. When you look here, this is where the windshield was. You can still see that's what it was. Okay, and even in here, there's some work to be done here. I got a little bit of work yet to do. As far as the top goes, you know, it's got all that other stuff off. Here is where the line is. This is the original paint to this boat is tan. This is dual tan with, yep, you guessed it, red interior. Sure enough. Anyway, I got the light bulb situation. You know what? I put that thing on, I took it off, the lens, looked inside, pulled the light bulb out. All that looks good. And it took me a minute to get that shade back on there. I think we're going to keep that shade. So the lights on this boat, we're keeping. Plus I like that little extended do, because you can hide that thing in the daytime until nighttime. Of course, you gotta, when you stop the boat, you gotta turn it on as a stop vehicle. Anyway, I just don't think that transit made it. And we're having problems with nuts, bolts, and hardware. If you can see that, I had to put that on there to hold this, because I ran a 100-foot cable around that tree, and that tree, and all the way back to this one. Not so grand. It shoot up the trees pretty good. Anyway, there's the back of the boat. If you watched the other one before this one, then you'll recognize this goofy outfit that they got here. The when I power wash it off, they had something bigger on here than the one that came off of here. So somebody took this off already. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a bigger one. And the reason why is I think some YouTubers out there got another 40 horsepower Johnson that I can go and get that was running when they put it up. Still don't need any transmission problems, but I bet somebody's got an old 60 to 63 Johnson Seahorse, and I think we're going to do something crazy here. I think we're going to put twin engines, 2 40 horsepower Johnson Seahorses with high speed props and hydraulic trim. And I would like to have the hydraulic stabilizers, but I don't think they work on these kind of boats. Okay, so this is a tri-hull. You can see, you know, it goes over, dips down, comes over, and then a hard degree all the way to the boat plug. So I don't know if that's going to work or not as far as putting those on. It's not going to plane faster. Yeah, it'll plane faster, but I'm going to lose probably about 3 miles an hour. So if I can't get this thing moving fast enough, it ain't even going to matter how much money you put into it. It's just the way it is. Okay, there's our paddles. There's our little cranky doodle seat things, control box, and just giving you an overall view. You know, it's weird that glove box made it through without a ding. The little plastic thing where the key is, it kind of broke off, but I got a plan for it. I'm going to pull that little duty out of there, and I'm going to go ahead and replace it with a customized piece of stainless steel the same thickness, and we're going to put that dude back together. Anyway, every boat needs a cigarette lighter. I don't care who you are. Alright, well, there's one. Don't know what year boat this is? Don't care. Okay, got the little horn button down there. We're going to pull that out. And let me tell you, folks, with this kind of a steering setup, now this is a hard cable. Okay, this ain't a double cable with motorcycle cabling kind of stuff in it. This is the real deal. I mean, this thing is like 3/8 inch thick in the tube. And there's the tube. And no water has gotten into this thing. I got it set a little bit further over and down. But I mean, this is just that's ridiculous. I mean, it ain't hooked to nothing, but you know what? These old worm jobs, I believe this is a worm gear job. Works nice. Okay, so we're looking at 2 different shades here. Unfortunately, this side, it stuck better than the other side. So I mean, does that just curdle your teeth? I mean, that sounds like a teacher torturing somebody, doesn't it? Well, you won't watch another one of these videos. Alright. And to save me, This boat had water. Well, you can see the seat. All right. You take my finger right where it is, and that'll be right about here. It's kind of interesting because there's a water line from the seat. It was right below that, and this thing was full of water. And would you believe that this old locked up 600 gallon per hour, or 300, I think it's 300. Does it say 300? Yep, 300. That dude right there with a little TLC, I took it apart, little TLC, put it back together, little TLC, tore it back apart, and sprayed some starting fluid in there right quick, shook that out, and sprayed some WD-40 in it. Junk came out of that. I don't know what company that is, but do not buy one of them. Make sure your boat has got a 1500 or better. That would be the way to go, with something just a little bit bigger. But you can see that's the end of that part. Actually, folks, that took a while. That really took a while to get that glass off. And I'm going to tell you about this glass stuff. You know, we're going to look at it right here. Okay? Okay. Here's the glass. This is all of it right here. Right, there you go. Alright. Now on this glass, sorry about that, they got these bolts. Okay? These bolts just slide up and down. Okay? And here's why they do that. Let's see if we can get this one out of here. Nope. That is not coming out of there. Ain't that a bummer? Alright, well, we'll go to this one. Alright. They cut right there. They grinded a little piece out of there just so. Yep. No stainless steel there. Alright. Let's look at something else. Okay. That is a star washer on a nut. And yep, they're both about the same color because them two are probably the mates. Alright. Let's look at this dude. That is the only thing holding the glass on. That's pretty thin. Okay. And how this works is they grinded that hole. Let me get a better picture of it. And they got it in there. Alright. Down in that channel. Get it going here. Alright. There you go. That is all they did right there. Is you slide it over. Pop it out. So, am I impressed with this? Absolutely not. This company deserved to go out of business. That's a big problem. Oh, and the sealant. Okay. Here's a piece of it. I left it for you. Bleep bloop me on the bottom here and tell me what in earth is this? This ain't nothing that's going to stick to anything. Well, you can see it's a full-size piece. Okay? And they didn't even fill the channels or nothing. They just, I don't know how they did that. They sprayed one side. You know, just kind of took the old caulk gun with a big flare tip with nothing in the middle and just ran it down there and just stuck it on the boat. I mean, yeah, it's flexible, but you know, when you pull on it, that's what happens. it just turns to sand. We're having a problem with sand around here and mud. Alright, well, we got that, and this is the residue of that stuff. Oh man, it ain't gonna take nothing to get that off. I mean, that's ridiculous. That should have been something like a high grade silicone, you know, something that's gonna stick to that aluminum, stick to fiberglass. And as far as I can tell, they didn't etch any of this fiberglass at all just to set the windshield on here. It's not like nobody would have ever known, you know. I mean, it's totally hidden under this gray garbage. And, you know, they got it all over the place. Anyway, we're checking the strength here. I don't know if you hear that or not. That's not good. So that means we can't stack boards on this and get it high enough to clear the steering wheel, which I am definitely not looking forward to messing around with the steering wheel. And when we come over here, yep, that's right, a missing screw. So that tells me that they put the windshield on, okay, with apparently nuts and bolts, but the main grab bar that you're going to grab a hold of when you go, oh bleep, this ain't good, this is just going through the fiberglass. So is this worth anything? No, that's just junk. And here we go again. Here's another one. You know, you can definitely see the hole in there. I'm pretty sure you can. You can see the lip of it. That's where the screw went in. You know, this is just shabby garbage work is what this is. It's all about, you know, getting out your boat, you know, whether it be Bass Cat, Ranger. You can even talk about automobiles, Nissan, Ford, GM, Chrysler, Honda. Oh, they just whip this stuff out, and the quality is absolutely ridiculously stupid, if you ask me. Especially on this, this is just nuts. You know, it's like these snaps. You know, okay, here's one. When you look right down the rail, that one right there is out of whack. Okay, that'd be nice and everything, but that's not stainless steel, and neither is that screw. And of course, the neat little go fast wooden rib job, you know, kind of like Dodge did, you know, on the Chargers. Well, these are go fast strips right here, and this is not stainless steel. So when you look at a boat and you go to buy it, I'll tell you what, if I was you, I'd take my magnet with me. They do such a good job in trying to get away from paying that stainless steel money that you're paying for, but it's not. Even this poor guy right here. You know what I'm going to do here? Because once I get the boat done, this is easy to grab a hold of and take these old screws out and take this whole thing, okay, pull it all out. There's a place somewhere in Joplin that does chromiized. And I'm going to tell them to strip that dude right there down to pot metal, probably. That's going to be the most expensive thing I do to this boat, short of buying speed props. But what I'm going to tell them to do is I want you to turn back the clock to about 1955, and you're going to like put 5 different dips on that thing of chrome. I mean, it's going to be expensive, but it's a very small part. So I don't know, but I'm definitely going to fix that. The steering wheel, like I said, I am not pulling that off. There is absolutely no way I'm going to pull that dude off. That'd be crazy. That's suicidal. And I don't know how this is going to work out, but this has got to come off, of course. You know, and it slides a lot better, you know, for your canopy and stuff. And we got a place here that makes tarps just for stuff like this. Shoot, they didn't even have this right here. They stripped that screw out. I mean, I don't even know how to fix that right now. I will. Anyway, we picked this. Oops, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Better make sure we don't break this. This is the only one I got. Alright. Well, hold on, folks. We'll get her right. I think. Nope, it's just a different angle. Okay, this one is the top for the drivers. You see all them buttons they slid in there? Okay, they're not stainless steel or anything. They're junk just as well as everything. But anyway, I got buttons on this thing on both sides. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I think we're going to put a canopy on this, and we're going to go from right there where the windshield goes, and we're going to build a bracket that slides in with this, and it'll be all the way front forward right here, and it'll lift it way up here, and then the windshield will be straight. Okay, and I'll tell them just go ahead and don't even worry about that cubby hole stuff. Just go from one window to another, back to here. We'll put the boom up over to the other side, and we're going to lock these in place. So the easiest thing to do, yeah, drill a hole right there. That's it. No big deal. So, I still haven't gotten the back bilge bay cover. That's just ridiculous. Just even put one on. And on top of that, they only put 2 screws in this bilge bay. This bilge pump, they don't put 2 screws in it. It come off. It rotted right off from it. So, yeah, 2 screws. Yep, guess what? They're still sitting back there. So, they got it cleaned up pretty good, and it's looking really good. I'm very surprised how good this little power washer is. No, these people don't support me nothing. If Husky wanted to send me something, they would, but they ain't never sent nothing. There it is. I like the on and off switch being up there in the front. That's pretty cool. This thing does have a surge protector on the end of the extension cord. Do not cut that off. That's usually a bad idea. But however, here's the thing that broke. Their stupid little adapter wasn't brass. It was plastic. And it was just a little bitty nubby kind of looking thing. And it screwed all the way up in here. Now I told you this is a double brass. 2 females, back to back. Doesn't leak. Doesn't spray anything. I mean the whole entire thing, from the garden hose to the hookup, all the way in the machine, out the, throw a little dishwashing detergent on them 2 seals. You're going to need that. but you can see that one end is super cockeyed. I don't like that. If I can't find some people to help me, I don't just go down the road and steal my neighbor's tractor, and we'll just pick this whole entire dude up, and hopefully the rails don't break off. Definitely, this is a real big issue, is this dude. I mean, it actually moves. Now, we're gonna put like 3 pieces of steel like you would leaf springs. You're gonna have one. It's gonna be a short one. Then you're gonna have a longer one. Then I'm gonna have a great big long one that goes from the tip all the way down to where it actually starts leveling out, and that would be way down there. And having that piece of metal there, it's not going to be that hard to do that. You know, you just heat her up and just, you know, you want some soft metal, but you're layering it anyway. But I want that thing, it's going to be huge. Just like on the back ones, like the one I broke off, this one, we're way going to do something different from that. That right there to me is garbage. So that one right there, that's just pop metal. That's just junk. I already looked at the screws, you know. Nah, it's junk. You can see the top one, okay, and you can see the bottom one. This boat's been underwater apparently for a little bit of time anyway, or they left it on the trailer. The bilge pump, they didn't set it on auto, and they stuck the plug on the bottom. And if that's right, the only hole that was bleeding water would be this one. Okay, so not really impressed on some of this, but this is an old boat. I'm going to say that this is somewhere in the mid-70s, just looking at the color. Anyway, this is Mad Mace 73. Look me up. This is the USS-BILGE Bay. Until I find a better name, short of that, maybe take a can of spray paint and just rattle can it out. Anyway, we got a lot of fiberglassing to do. Need a lot of glue. Gonna have to need some hardening agent. Gonna need lots of things. Y'all already see it. So next time hopefully we'll have this split, the hull upside down, and the top will be sitting over there. And I'll see you next time.